This is day 3 of 365. Found out a few days ago that a friend of mine passed away. We weren't super close, but she was a good friend. She was someone who, at several points in the last 10 years or so, was there for me when I really kind of needed somebody to be there for me. A little short story about 9, 10 years ago, my wife and I had saved up for Christmas. We had set aside money, and then 4 weeks before Christmas, our dog got very, very sick. She got pancreatitis. She spent like 3 days at the emergency vet, and the bill basically obliterated all our savings for Christmas. And, when you're a parent, the last thing you want to do is let your kids know that you're struggling. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, but there's definitely this instinct to kind of shelter them from the realities of the world, because we all know that they're going to grow up and those realities are going to smack them in the face eventually. So giving them a few years where they don't have to worry about things like budgeting or whether or not we have enough money, I think that's kind of the instinct. And so we were really worried about what we were going to do for Christmas. And as it turns out, I had a lot of people who cared about me who kind of rallied together and made sure that we were able to give the girls a good Christmas. And my friend was one of them. But more than that, she also sent me a message where she kind of reminded me that this moment didn't make me a failure as a parent, that this moment didn't define whether or not I was capable of providing for my family, and that it was all the little moments through the year that defined what kind of father and husband that I was. She knew me when I first started dating Jen, and when I was trying to figure out what my role in the life of this woman and her two daughters was going to be. And she was there when I was navigating the bumpiest sections of that particular path, where the "you're not my father" rants in the middle of a restaurant, or the things that come along with kids trying to figure out how this new person fits into their lives. And that made a huge difference. That really helped me, and I will always be grateful to her for doing just that. And that's made me start thinking more about my role within this world and how I want to be remembered when I'm gone. I've never really been a religious person. I don't believe in an afterlife. I don't believe in a heaven or hell. I really do think that this life is the one shot we have. It's the only shot we have to make an impact on this world. And once it's over, it's over. And, I know some people find that really nihilistic and maybe a little bleak, but to be honest, I've never looked at it that way. I actually think there's a lot of beauty in the fact that we do only get that one pass through. Do only get that one opportunity to make an impact in the people in our lives, in the world that we live in, whatever time we live in. This is our chance to actually leave the world a better place and leave the people around us in a better place. And at the end of the day, that is my idea of afterlife, of what comes next. It's that impact we have on others. It's the things we leave behind and the way we made people's lives either better or worse. And those are the choices that you really have to make in life. The fact that I believe we don't get a do-over makes every day more important, makes every choice that I make more important. And if I don't believe in anything after death, then that does mean that the choices I make day to day are all that more important. And look, I don't know if my friend believed the same things I do. She may have believed in life after death. She may have been an atheist like me. I don't know. But what I do know is that in the entire time I knew her, she lived her life as if she did. She lived her life as if every day was this opportunity to make someone's day a little better, leave the world in a bit better place than she found it. And if there is an afterlife, then I am confident that she gets to step into it knowing that she did everything she could every single day to make the people around her a little bit happier, to make the world that she spent her life in just a little bit better. And if there isn't anything after this, then every one of us who were lucky enough to be part of her life, to get to know her, get to continue our lives better for her presence in there. And I think that's a pretty incredible legacy. Anyway, today's post really wasn't about writing. Actually, it wasn't at all about writing. But you know what? There's plenty of that on my TikTok if you really are looking to find that. And I will be doing mostly writing posts moving forward. But, when something like this happens, it's worth taking a moment to kind of reflect on this person's life. So, anyway, I hope all of you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.